In life, we often face moments that challenge our patience, moments when anger seems like the only natural reaction, yet it is precisely in those moments that our true strength is revealed, because the power of not reacting is not about suppressing emotions but about mastering them, understanding that reacting impulsively can escalate conflict, harm relationships, and cloud our judgment, whereas choosing calmness allows us to think clearly, respond wisely, and maintain inner peace. And this doesn't happen overnight. It requires awareness, practice, and a shift in mindset, beginning with the simple recognition that every situation is temporary and every action we take is a choice. When someone provokes us, when criticism is harsh, when disappointment stings, we have the power to pause, to breathe, to reflect, and in that pause lies the magic of transformation. Imagine a life where you respond to challenges with composure, where anger no longer dictates your decisions, where patience becomes your ally, and every conflict becomes an opportunity for growth. This is not just a philosophical idea but a practical approach that can be learned. For example, when we feel the initial rush of anger, if we acknowledge it without judgment, label it for what it is, and take a few deep breaths, we begin to break the automatic chain reaction that anger triggers in our mind and body. Furthermore, by shifting our focus from the external provocation to our internal choice, we reclaim control over our emotions. We become like a calm lake in the midst of a storm, reflecting clarity rather than chaos. And over time, this practice strengthens our emotional resilience, teaching us that we cannot control everything that happens, but we can always control our response. And stories from inspirational figures like Muniba Mazari remind us that the greatest power lies not in reacting to circumstances but in shaping ourselves to rise above them. She has shown through her life that challenges are inevitable, but letting anger or frustration define our actions is optional. Through perseverance, reflection, and emotional intelligence, we can transform even the most stressful encounters into lessons in patience, understanding, and empathy. And as we cultivate this habit of measured response, we notice profound changes in our relationships, our work, and our overall well-being. Conflicts diminish, communication improves, and our mental clarity expands. Ultimately, the power of not reacting is not a denial of feelings but a celebration of conscious choice, a deliberate act of self-mastery that allows us to navigate life with grace, wisdom, and unwavering calm. And when we integrate this mindset into daily life, every provocation becomes an opportunity to practice patience, every setback a chance to build resilience, and every challenge a moment to demonstrate the quiet yet immense strength that comes from staying centered, choosing response over reaction, and understanding that true power is not in controlling the world around us but in mastering the world within us. So today, let us remember that anger is natural, but letting it dictate our actions is optional. Pause, breathe, reflect, and choose calmness, because in that choice lies freedom, clarity, and the ability to live a life defined not by chaos but by conscious, intentional, and empowering action.